Okay, a couple of reasons. One of the first is inadequacy or judging yourself. So if you've tried meditation, first of all, what you think it is, and you drop into what you think it is, and you're like, I hate this, or this is so hard, or I'm terrible at it, then of course you're not going to try and do that. That feels awful. So the motivation has to be really strong, or you just choose. You have personal will. You choose, like, I'm going to go into it and not listen to that inadequacy and judgment. I mean, you hear it because you're like, this sucks, it's taking a long time, why am I so terrible at it? You hear the thoughts and you're just willing to continue to pay attention to the breath or do a counting thing, or you might be doing an open eye meditation, gazing at something, or you could be walking in a controlled environment like a labyrinth or a walking meditation. But you're willing to get through the inadequacy and judgment. So the desire has to be really strong. Another reason you may stop yourself from doing it is that there's a fear, an unconscious fear, that you're going to lose something. I'm going to lose my relationship with my partner. What if I really get into it and they're not into it, and then it separates us, or it has us become more distant? Maybe I would lose my competitive edge. Maybe I'll lose my motivation. Maybe I'll lose part of my vitality. Maybe I'll just become too still and inactive. You know, so there could be some belief in the background around what I'll lose. Or my friends don't do it, so I'll lose connection with them. Yeah, so you want to consider, is there something in the subconscious that I'm afraid of? And then the third thing that'll stop people, and has stopped me, is not taking time for your own needs. It's just like you haven't learned to prioritize and focus on and feel valuable enough to put aside time for your own needs. That's the reason people stop exercising, people, don't do certain work things. And it's talked about like self-sabotage. One way you can label yourself that, but another way to look at that is really, I just haven't had enough practice in prioritizing my own needs. And part of what I need is to feel relaxed, or to learn how to regulate my body, or to just have periods of calm, or have periods of aloneness, just to really reset and get more clear. So a lot of us haven't had practice at doing that. And maybe somebody, gives you a pushback, like, what are you doing? Or why do you need this? Or so then it can hinder you following through. So understand that everyone needs practice at prioritizing their own needs in whatever the area of life it is. And so it is a practice. You need to do it. You're the only one that can do it. And I hope you'll do it, because your needs are important.